He said sorry to those people over 75 years of age who could not get a jab. He said, I'm very sorry. He said it. Don't forget that. And I would like also to add something. It was said previously that we had cut beds in hospitals. And I just would like to mention that based on what has happened with this pandemic, there was last July a 7-week consultation, which was called Ségur de la Santé, and during which there were more than 300 representatives meeting there, talking about healthcare system. Many stakeholders were there. And we put on the table 19 billion euros to increase salaries by 8.2 billion of euros. Investments too. Opening of hospital beds. I'm so sorry to say, maybe not in your department, but in many other departments. I'm elected in a very small village where in this department there are only 10 ICU beds. So you see that in these departments, we're not talking about hundreds, but tens. So maybe the opening of beds will be in other hospitals, but we do have taken into account what we have seen with this pandemic. It is unfortunate to see, you said it before, that for 20 years we pay 20 years lack of investment, but now we are trying to correct that and to put money back on the healthcare system in France.
And I'll just preempt what I'm sure will be Gabriel Lattanzio's answer to that. Is the same hold true, Anne Genetet, when it comes to the education sector?
Same. We have the education minister, Mr. Blanquer, has organized what we call the Grenelle de la Santé. It's not over yet.
Of education.
But we know already that for education, we know already that there has been some increases in some salaries. Not everything is decided yet. It is not over, but clearly our education minister wants to have a better education system. I want also to highlight the fact that in those suburbs where kids are facing many, and families are facing many difficulties, we have cut down the number of kids in each classroom by 2. So it's very small groups of 12 children instead of 25 children. So this has started as early as 2018, and we'll see the result, the positive result. We have it already. So these are decisions that have been made to improve the quality of our education system. We know that we have many improvements to be made. No, I really do agree with that. But we are working clearly on that.
Gabriel Lattanzio, your reaction to that, and also can you tell us how you plan to teach when it's distance learning this time around?
Sure. So first I'll answer and then I'll try to answer the second question. Madame Genetet, I think you're in an impossible position and I sympathize for you. This is not a posture. I think you have to say some things that are just not going to be strong arguments. When you mentioned the money that teachers are going to make in the future, look, my pay was raised by 12 euros a month. I don't think that's even worth discussing. I don't even know where to start with that. Now, as for the conversation on what the speech of last night was about, I'll tell you what we're missing, both in the education, when it comes to education and when it comes to the government at large. I think we're missing political leaders who, rather than look for political gains, are looking to spend their political capital. In times of crises, we need people who are willing to not only, take a hit of, the way people see them, but they also need to take risks and say, look, this is the truth. It is unpleasant. And we're going to have a collective conversation about it. And that's not what we've had for the past year. Every single political figure in France is looking for political gain rather than to spend their political capital by taking positions that might be unpopular at first. And that is an issue. I think we're lacking political courage. Now, as far as how we'll teach, I'll do a lot of video calls, very much like we're doing this at this very moment all together. And hopefully it will work. And some written assignments too, and we'll see.